The ad read 136-foot subchaser. Needs lots of work. I bought the Bowie for $1. Welcome to the Bowie. I'm Greig for Lashes, and this is my home. A typical day on the Bowie, organized chaos. 4! The reason I live on this ship is Viking blood. So this is the foredeck balcony out here. I was raised on the water and always had a bigger vision than that which was permitted. So what you see over here is our noisy neighbors. When they say boondocks, that's us. More than anything, this is about raising the bar of expectations of what people think they're capable of. We got a concrete plant over here, container storage, but you know, it was the kind of neighborhood we needed for the purposes we're undertaking. Sunday's fairly quiet. Because I don't have the means to do this. I'm doing it anyways. It's about raising hope. Over here, this is a charter yacht for 72 people. This is what I do for a living. I'm a cruise director, engineer, and I'm going for my captain's papers as we speak. In fact, I'm missing school today. So Tana's putting a creation together for us. This is dinner.
Greig and I met on Lava Life.
You know you want it.
Last week of December 2001.
Okay, you want some help?
The first time I saw the boat, the Bowie was looming out of the fog, and it was this great ghost-like derelict vessel.
Can I do that? Okay, tell me when to stop.
Okay, lots. He was so excited. He said, "Look, look!" I thought, "Oh my God."
Okay, that's good.
I was scared to death.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So much of it was going against my grain and what I thought was rational or even practical.
This is actually the original galley.
Generally, if I'm cooking a meal, I'm going to be cooking for at least 12 to 14 people.
I get some complaints about it.
Yeah, it drives me freaking crazy. So it's like Christmas dinner, regularly.
I was pretty negative.
You're trying to find room for everything, right? There's never any room. And I asked him to put that away, and so he leaves it there for everybody to trip over.
I was pretty negative for a good long time. It's hard for me, because I like order. But he was so focused and so determined that I couldn't not help.
Ow! Ow! Eat it. I can do this.
And it's been 4 years.
Okay, I'm going.
Still struggle, but I've learned to adapt.
And it all organized here.
Okay, I'm going.
And not be wound up so tight about stuff.
So now I'm going to show you some of the other rooms on the boat. So this is the master bedroom. It was built with a nice view, and it's got the highest ceilings in the ship. So Tana's really quite happy with this. She really wanted a condo, but this was the best alternative. And over here is the ship's original wheelhouse, which is Dosha's bedroom.
Hi. Hi, my name is Dosha, and I am 10 years old.
Dosha is very much my daughter.
How many cups have you got in there?
4 cups.
Add another cup.
She's got a great deal of compassion and just this
I needed to steal.
unrelenting will to be positive.
I'm Bowie Lashes, and I'm 13 years old.
Bowie was conceived on or about the day his grandfather died and born on my 23rd birthday. He's very much like me. He keeps his cards close to his chest. Come, follow me. I have tenants as well to help pay for the upkeep of the vessel. So this here is the open stern deck. In the 3 years that we've had this boat, 35 to 40 different people have come and gone. This is how we maintain morale. There's 10 of us here on the Bowie right now. So this one here, the Seafaring, was actually a tugboat built in 1909. Became a liveaboard about 10 years ago. The McLean brothers live on this boat.
I'm Robert McLean.
Rob's a marine architect, and Dan's a computer guru.
I'm Dan McLean, and I have no clue how old I am. I'm 36. Might be 38. I think I'm 37.
They're kind of like our peanut gallery.
The most difficult thing about living on this boat
I think somebody's got something's different than normal.
has been just having solid roommates that aren't too whacked out.
Who ran the power through the extension cord for the compressor?
Everybody's a little weird.
Anyone? Anyone?
I try not to get in the middle of things.
Okay, now before you ever use a nail gun, you always got to test it, make sure it's working.
We are expecting a great deal of people because these are not the most optimum living conditions.
We're all trying to get along. We all got issues. We try our best to make things work, but it's difficult. You know, it's not an easy environment. If anybody thinks it really is, it's not.
This isn't for everybody, and it's not one of those things where people are expected to stay and spend the rest of their life.
You're either into boats or you're not into boats.
I love living on boats. I can just go up on deck and have my coffee and look at all the rats. You're doing the rat race. I'm not. I'm just hanging out on my boat. I invite anybody to come on down, especially women. They're easier to look at than garlic, for Christ's sakes.
How you guys doing?
Garlic.
Simon? Clubs.
He's this big mountain of a man. Just like that guy you'd expect to see
I beat anorexia, so can you.
in a frat house.
4! Slightly off.
This actually started because there was an old lady across the way golfing at us.
Well, it's going down. It's sinking! Can you believe that? My green sank.
Hold your hat out, you're the flag now. We were having golf balls bouncing off the superstructure. You know, I was getting a little choked.
I'm gonna get the boatman.
Okay, stay right there.
And I came on board and I had clubs and they're like, oh.
Next thing you know, he's out there with his irons, and
We have a good time. They do not.
this is how we unwind.
Us, them.
If it's not this form of chaos, it's another. The biggest struggle I have living on the ship, I would say, is getting people to want what I want.
My name's Steve McDonald, and I'm 30 years old.
Steve moved onto the boat around Christmas.
I saw this advertised in the newspaper, actually.
He's been here almost 6 months now.
I'm kind of drawn to anything water, really. So living on a boat just seemed right.
Steve, normally hot tubs day, kid.
But the people, they need a little work.
People are so used to living in a place where you can't put anything on the walls. So we're gonna build this wall here. You can't knock out a wall and rebuild. We're gonna whack up a whole bunch of 2x4s. You can't make any real changes. The header plate along here, floor plate here, and there's no room for creativity. And in theory, it'll look just like that by the end of the day. Did I tell you I'm doing all this wrong?
I couldn't be on that third floor stuck in the corner.
A lot of people move in and view it as a tenancy.
There's 9 or 10 of us that live here in this similar sized building. There's probably 30 of them over there.
And this is something a little bit different.
We have 4 or 5 little speedboats and we're out on the river every day. Those people that live directly across the river never touch it. It's 2 very different lifestyles, you know what I mean? But it's 50 feet that separates us.
A lot of this is like a sociology experiment. Can a group of people,
So guys, can I get a spare hand over here?
without the actual ties of order and rule of law, so to speak,
Need a hand here?
that's about right. Can they actually just get along together? Somebody has unplugged the compressor, so we got no air.
That was me. My name is Marcus McGregor, and I am the Chief Morale Officer on the boat.
Remember, we are trained amateurs. Do not try this at home.
I met Marcus when I was in high school.
We got a whole bunch of mismatched flooring, and we tried to put down some hardwood for it and still make it look pretty good.
He's always been very supportive of my attempts to do something different. So this is Mark's room, and he's Scottish, so he was always better at saving money and usually ended up funding my projects.
Oh, it's too short. Marcus.
So this is the living area space, and then he's got a little V-berth right up here in the bow. There are days when it, feels like I'm just treading water.
You know, normally that only happens once a day.
But on the other hand, there's days when I get a dozen people all pulling in one line and everything just clicks.
My friends think I'm absolutely nuts.
This is an undertaking of optimism in a world that's desperately short of it.
My colleagues call this my alternate lifestyle.
The whole point was just to say, if you really, really, really try, you can get there.
It's hard, but together we can make something really great.
I'd have to say that my end goal in all of this is I want to go south. I spend a third of my life's energy and just kind of stay warm. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. That'll either happen or it won't. I'm facing huge hurdles financially in doing all of this, and she's not there, but campy as it sounds, I tend to believe that it's possible. And the last 3 years have definitely shown me a lot better success than I ever expected. Would I take everybody with me? I'd have to say, yeah, I'll take anyone who wants to throw down and be a part of it and make it happen. Because, you know, every ship has a crew. It's way bigger than me. I don't want to do it alone. Why the hell would I?